All right. Another attempt at this. Let's see. I can tag products. Let me try that again. So the goal here is just to see if this works. I'm doing a concurrent stream with Twitch and YouTube. Looks like Twitch is working. Let me pause the preview. You can also check with a phone real quick. A second. Let me check YouTube. Let's say Nikon Z5. So the example photos I'm going to use here are with the Nikon Z5. Third-party events. Thanks. I don't know how you even found my Twitch for this. All right. I'm doing it, like I said, I'm doing a concurrent stream on YouTube and Twitch to see if it works. I don't know if my internet connection has enough bandwidth, but we'll see. So it might be choppy, might be kind of messed up. All right. Right now I'm on the YouTube website adding, you can add products to a live stream now. So if it's like an affiliate thing, if someone clicks on it and they buy it within a certain amount of time, they can, I mean, I could potentially get a % of the sale. So far, no one has, I've used it, I've linked it in regular videos, so far no one has done it. But I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos, so I haven't linked stuff in all of them at this point. This takes hours. All right, so there's that. Looks to be functioning so far. Warning, the stream bitrate is lower than recommended on YouTube. Man. I need to see if it's even functioning. It's also weird how on YouTube's interface they have top chat instead of live chat. Who knows? Let me see if it works. The goal here is, like I said, to try the stream, but I'm also going to try out Affinity Photo version 2. So I purchased that recently. It's basically my Photoshop alternative. So I basically haven't used Photoshop since they went software as a service. All right. Let me just see. It says live. I got an ad, but I clicked the thing to disable ads. Let's see if it works. Test 1, 2, 3. Oh, the view products thing is there too. Cool. Yeah, it works. All right. All this music here, I'm pretty sure it's on both. Oh, okay, yeah, my internet connection does look like it's struggling to do these two streams. So the Twitch one is doing like 3,300. Let me pause my YouTube preview. Maybe that'll help the situation slightly. Yeah, I think doing concurrent streams is really only viable if you have a really serious internet connection setup. All right. So I've got version 1 of Affinity Photo, and then version 2 is on this side. This dog's name is Mochi. Ah, jeez. Not much room to work here, but don't need this at the moment. Don't need this. Juggling a ton of windows on 2 screens is a little rough. Oh, I just got a YouTube video encoder unsupported codec error. It's probably that not enough data was being sent to the stream. Well, whatever. So I think in the future, if I'm going to stream, I'll just do one or the other. So maybe photography related content like this, do it on YouTube. Unless I just don't feel like it, and then I'll do it on Twitch. So this Affinity Photo has a development tool feature for raw photos. Oops. And it looks a little different between the 2 versions. So we've got, okay, there's 2 panels here. Maybe that's why. If I put this one over here somewhere. History Navigator. It's on the bottom. Man, adjusting this, the size thing, there's no like pop-up for the mouse. Kind of weird. Oh, there is, but it's like 1 pixel. 1 pixel tall. All right. 32-bit. So that's the scope view. This one has a scope view. They look different for some reason. Okay. No, they're on the same setting. And so that's one difference apparently. They changed the view. Go into the basic settings. They changed the... Let me make sure this is a new one. Yeah. So this one over here is version 2. So the buttons here are slightly different. Let's adjust things here. Let me crank it. See if there's a like visual difference. Let's do 4. Doggo time. Looks very similar. Yeah, I'm not seeing it different in the render. Let's put that back to 0. guess I should make sure my chat things are visible too, in case someone decides to say anything. Like I said, I don't even know if it's working at the moment. It seems like it. Oh. It says excellent connection on YouTube. Stream health excellent at the moment. There could be a consideration as well with my old computer. I did change the GPU recently, but the CPU is a i7-6700 Intel, which is many years old at this point. So it could be somewhat strained. Yeah, it looks like my internet connection, the connection I have between here, this room, and the router isn't great. So that could be part of the problem too. Or even my modem and the service capability to upload that much could be a problem. Let's see. Yeah. Put my... Oh, that was not the chat. I'm just moving windows around for Twitch to see if I can get a better view of it. There we go. Where's my OBS? All right. That looks a little different between the two interfaces. This does have navigation. Not too bad. Presets. The same. Lens correction could be potentially different here. They both... You notice what lens is being used and they applied corrections. You can see a slight difference when I uncheck it and check it. Where's the zoom? 33%. Let me get the exact same zoom. But so far it looks pretty similar. The icon sizes are a little bit larger over here on the new version. So I paid $100 to get, around 100 to get Affinity Photo, as well as the other two programs. There's a publisher one and then there's the designer one. The designer one could potentially be, I use it occasionally, but I basically switched to photo because it has most of what I do and use. But the other one's better with shapes and vector type stuff. All right. What are these icons on the top? Sync, mirror view. Those seem to be the same. Oh, they changed the icons for that. Snapping. It's enabled. Develop assistant settings. What is this? HDR. All right. I think I'll just brighten this up a little bit and then have it open it up. Let's do 0.5. And up here, there's a develop button. All right. Seems about the same amount of time. The output looks very similar, no surprise. This is... yeah, I don't see any difference. So on the top here, we've got liquefy, develop, tone map, export. Basically the same stuff, they changed the icons. Okay. Let's click liquefy. See if there's any difference. If I press the middle mouse button, I can move it without doing anything else. Show mesh. I do say, I don't know what I'm saying. I think the newer version is simpler and a little bit easier to visually see the interface, because this is like unnecessarily 3D-ish looking checkbox. This is just a checkbox. So it's better. It's darker. I prefer the... oh. Oops. So far I think I prefer the look of the new one, but this one's not bad either. It's a little lighter gray. Yeah. Yeah. So let's see if this... doesn't look like they changed anything here. So far I'm not seeing much reason to buy the new version. Liquefy pinch tool. Oh, that's in there. What is this one? Turbulence. That's in there. Got the mesh clone tool. That might... nope. That's in there too. Reconstruct. That one's in there. Freeze and thaw. I think they just made the icons bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, this is new. Set background. That's not in there. Yeah, I'm not sure what that applies to. I don't use liquefy much. I do cancel. So they changed this. You can see it's the file name instead. Looks like the YouTube stream is having problems again. Whatever. So they changed that. Now it uses the file name instead of background. If I right click, I usually do something like rasterize there to mess with it. Some other tools I might use, clone. We've got the blur, brush, sharpen, flood fill. Clone is there. Undo brush tool. That's in there. Healing patch, blemish, in paint, and red eye removal. I think those are all in the old one too. Huh. I don't know what they changed. Let me pull up the info thing. Where the heck did I put that? Switch to here for a second. So I do have a link to see what they changed. I just have to find it. Maybe I'll just have to search on it because I don't know what I did with it. Yeah. If anyone is watching the stream, you have any questions about photography stuff or whatever, I'm certainly open to talking about that. Or you want to talk about gear? I haven't looked at it much lately, but I did see the X100, the new X100. Sony released some firmware updates or something. Maybe I can look at a few websites. And yeah, maybe if I did a 720p stream, I could do concurrent, but 1080p doesn't look like it's gonna work. Yeah, I should probably stop this. Because I don't think it's going to be worth doing it like this concurrently with the data rate issues. Alright. Maybe in the future I'll just do a YouTube stream. Yeah, I don't think I can't really stop the Twitch stream to keep going on YouTube, as far as I know. Yeah. Well, actually, let me try it. So I'm going to stop the Twitch stream, but still keep recording the YouTube stream and see if that does what I need. All right, try it. Yeah. So I stopped the Twitch stream. YouTube should still be going, which hopefully it's got more data now. Let me see if it's still actually going. Yeah, it looks like it. No. An ad. 2 ads. Got 2 ads. It seems like it's working. Oh, it even shows the products on there. Yeah, it is still working. Okay. Huh. So I don't think this is a smart way to use OBS, but I might as well leave it for now. Because it does appear to be working alright. I have more space on my other monitor too. Okay. So far, I haven't seen any differences between the two versions of Affinity Photo. One thing to take note of is that Affinity was purchased by Canva, or let me look at the details here, which is a little concerning, but we'll see how it goes. Jeez, let's... whatever. Here we go. So, the press release late March on Affinity's website. Canva acquires Affinity. Bring professional design tools to every organization. My concern is that Canva is like software as a service, and I feel like there's a lot of overlap. Why would they buy them, is my question. They've got a free version, they have a pro version, a Teams version. Let's see what their pricing is. $120 per year. Unlock premium content. Still on the old Affinity Photo. Yeah, I don't know anything at this point. I'm trying to find out. I just bought it without looking at the details. So we'll find out together, I guess. Oh man. I don't know if this is going to work out for the stream because I'm pushing like a file to YouTube, and I disabled my Twitch stream because I thought that it was the bandwidth not being enough, but it seems like it's still having issues. So I don't know if it's working or what. So I just got an error that says unsupported codec on YouTube. Which could be related to the data, but I'm not sure. Anyways, Canva purchased Affinity, so it is concerning that they might change it for the worse, but we'll find out. They do claim that they're not going to remove like buy per version, and they want to keep it lower cost from what I had seen, but I don't think it's in this specific article where they mention that. Yeah. Maybe it's this one. So more errors on YouTube. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if the stream is even working. You can let me know if you're still here. You're saying if they do software as a service, it'd be hard to choose Affinity. Yeah, there's really no point to... I assume... I haven't used Photoshop in a long time, so I'm just assuming that it's really advanced at this point and functional. So choosing Affinity over Photoshop probably wouldn't make any sense, like you said, if it's a pay per year type deal. Now this is what I had seen. So they've got 4 pledges, apparently. Fair pricing. Perpetual licenses will always be offered and will always price Affinity fairly and affordably. Accelerating, so they claim they want to make it better, of course, and add more money to the development team or something, which is good. So, I mean, if they use Canva's software as a service to basically pay for Affinity as a purchase per license thing, that is a good setup. Hopefully that's how it happens and how it works. So it's accessible for all Affinity Suite to be made available without. Oops. So let me see if. Yeah, it does seem to be working, kind of. Just looking at my YouTube webpage. In the future, I'm just going to do a normal stream, not try to do a concurrent thing, because it just doesn't seem to work right. I could probably use like a third-party service to push one stream to multiple, but that's probably an expense I don't want to deal with. It's not worth it. I don't really have any audience on Twitch, especially for the photography stuff. Yeah, so that's the main thing here. Let me copy this link. I don't know if I can edit my description here. I can. So I'm going to put the link in the description of this stream. So hopefully that will be in there in the future. If I make it public, who knows? All right. Yeah, so at this point, I don't really know what the differences are between the two versions. Let me, whoops, try to find that information. Oh, Skyloom. Every year and abandons the old one. Yeah. I don't think version 1 of Affinity has been updated in a long time. I mean, it works, it's functional. And I haven't had a big reason to get the new version, but I was thinking of making a video. But at this point, I don't see like a reason to do that. Affinity Photo version 2. Whoops. Changes. What's new? This might be good. All right. So yeah, this is the one I was looking at. So they have a tab here on the top. Original version 2 would start to explain some of the differences here. Vector wrap. Non-destructive vector wrap over artwork. Okay, that's not even this program. That's the other program. In the right. Yeah. So I'm not seeing, here's an update for photo. So I don't see why this would be a difference, because the raw thing is in the original one. Live masks. Non-destructive workflows. Using live masks to do something. Yeah, I can't say that I use this feature or have used it. Bandpass. Focus around edges within an image. So it gives a certain look to the photo. Luminosity. So it does look like they changed the masks between version 1 and version 2. Compound masks. This feels more like a designer feature rather than a photographer wanting that. Live mesh wrap. All right. Brush engine improvements. Style picker tool. Apparently they changed. But again, that's not something I think you'd want very often in the photo application. New document changes. It is tough. I understand when they would want to get away from paper version. Because if they don't have things to change, they're just not going to have the money coming in to further any type of development or pay their employees. I don't know, it's tough. The same thing is happening with my video editor program. They're still doing paper version, which is good, but they've complained about it, and they've tried to add different like semi service type things where you pay as a service for a certain amount of time and then you get that version. That's probably one of the better ways to do it. But even then, I wouldn't really want to use that over just getting a version of it. So it looks like they added layer effects. Quick grid. They ran version 1 for a long time. Don't see them making money. Yeah. Yep. Normals adjustment apparently is a new feature. Oh, texture artists. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Show pixel grid. They added support for JPEG XL and WebP. That could be kind of useful. I don't really use those formats though. Nope. DX. Option to view brushes as a grid of nozzles rather than a list of stroke previews. Okay. Smart layer states. Save different visibility states for your layers. So we've got 2.1 all the way up to 2.4. So they've already added 4 versions to version 2, like sub versions. Dashed lines, vector fill. And this, yeah, okay, this is still split by the different programs. Nope. I really wish I could just pick the photo version to see only updates for that. So anyways, this is one way to find out differences, but it's just a lot of data. And it's not split by one application. You have to look in there and see which one it applies to. Yeah. They added 50 new camera models to the latest subversion. Z8, GFX 100 Mark II, or 2, whatever you call it. All right. Let me add this link to the description. Save. Okay, I'll keep this up for the moment, but I'm going to look around in here a little bit more. Let's see. Panorama. Stack, HDR merge. Focus merge, astrophotography. Batch job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's all the same stuff. So far, I don't... Where is that? So far, I don't really see a reason to update this thing. Maybe there's fewer bugs or something, but they changed the look of the icons. Let's see. Pull this up again. They added a bunch of more cameras, so if you have a new camera and you want to edit the RAWs in, like, fully in Affinity, which isn't super convenient because it's per image. It's not like with ACDC I can see all the photos, so in this case I can see the RAWs. Can't really do it with Affinity, but at the very least you could edit like Nikon Z8 photos in Affinity, which could be useful. Let's go back in time. Pixel grid. I guess that's cool. Master projected PDFs. Move data entry improvements. Here's one. OCIO version 2 support. VFX film and 3D artists. Yeah, I have no idea what that is, but that's a thing, I guess. Let's see. Additional keyboard shortcuts for the Pixel brush tools. This could be potentially useful for anyone that uses that. Change the guide color. That's cool, I guess. Maybe if someone with potential, like a partial color blindness or something, they could change the guide color to make it easier for them to see. So that's cool. Long press tool, shortcuts. It looks like overall, even the photo version just doesn't get as many updates as the other two. Which is weird because I would think the photo version would be their lead. And the reason people would buy it for the most part. Yeah, these updates feel so obscure. I'm sure it helps certain people, but I haven't seen like a single functional tool change. Or like something like a fill control or something. Like an AI fill. That would be useful. I don't see it in here. Yeah, that hasn't changed. I mean, pretty much what I use it for is just thumbnails. I haven't even been editing photos much. I will say that some of these tools are decent to isolate an object, take the background out. Like this one. It's pretty good. I use this quite a bit for thumbnails. Yeah. Stuff like that. Let's go back here and see if there's anything else. Balance dash lines. What? Oh, man. Show hide special characters. Blend mode, keyboard shortcuts. Alt drag, duplicate layers panel. Here's one. Photo crop tool improvements. So we've got crop to selection. Maintain zoom level. Easily apply same ratio crop. Remembers last setting globally. Resize the crop by dragging anywhere on the bounding box edges. So maintain zoom level. Okay, let's see. So if I had this and I click this, okay, so that's one improvement. So if you really want to do cropping and you had a selection, it would automatically bound itself to that selection. So that's a new thing. Finally, we finally found something. Okay. Cool. Here's another one. Auto clean added to paint mixer brush. Why is this in photo? Dashed lines. It feels like their mix of the three programs is kind of muddied. It's fine that that stuff is in there, but dashed lines in a program that's literally called Photo. Guide improvements. Those could be useful, but that's all of their programs. Brush panel improvements. Again, this is more painting and stuff rather than photography. I mean, I can understand it would apply to situations where someone's like doing an artistic level of photo edit. Makes sense. Rename layer shortcut. WebP and JPEG XL. So that's another one that's potentially useful. Close all. Oh yeah, this that's a little thing, but it's helpful. So in Photoshop, when you had multiple images open, let me just add another one in here. Come on. Oh, it did it as a layer. There we go. So we've got two files. If I try to close this, then it lets me apply to all in the new version. That is a legitimate upgrade. So that's nice. Because if I do it in here, you have to go through each one. So I'll take it. Oops. All right. Asset panel. Mask to below. Measurement. That's kind of cool. Measurement tool. Yeah, sure. I'll take it. Place tool. Now I can add to the toolbar. Not sure what this is. Zoom tool context options include develop persona. Not sure what that means. Yeah, they did change up the layer functionality quite a bit. I had noticed a day or two ago. do my usual thumbnail stuff. Keyboard shortcuts. All right, well, I think that's pretty much it. So far, I'd say it's not worth spending $100 on. Unless you want to close multiple things and click a little checkbox. That's a helpful feature. Yeah. All right, I think I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to take a look at the thing and see how bad it is. It's getting a ton of errors with the stream. So it's probably not great. There's probably some issues. Next time I stream to YouTube, I will just stream to YouTube and do a normal stream. See how that works. Yeah, I'm gonna